Yesterday I had my first class actually using my Pointe shoes, and it's been a long time coming, and yet I was still a bit nervous going into it. I've been putting off doing Pointe classes for a while for several reasons. The first thing that put me off was the only beginner's Pointe class my dance teacher offers is with kids. She does do an adult Pointe class, but it's for advanced students, so I couldn't just jump in and join them. I wasn't too keen on joining with the kids, but I'm now at the stage where I do other lessons with the kids anyway, so I thought why not join in with the Pointe. And another reason I didn't want to take Pointe classes is that I thought we wouldn't be doing a lot of dancing. There'd be a lot of being at the bar and doing rises and rolling up through your feet and releves, and it'd just be a lot of strengthening and technique work rather than a lot of dancing. And now at the stage where I do 7 hours of dancing outside of this Pointe class, I thought no, you need to do the basics before you can ever actually get to a stage where one day possibly I might be able to dance in these Pointe shoes nicely. And the third reason that I didn't want to do Pointe work is because of the pain. I have seen what the toes look like of some of the girls, and it does not look pleasant, and I am a complete and utter wimp. I don't want my toes to hurt at all, and I was actually really surprised that it wasn't that painful. In addition to the pain in my toes, this week in particular I was worried about the pain in my quads. My dance teacher is also training to be a personal trainer, and we went to the gym together on Wednesday to work on my leg strength. And we did what seemed like 1.5 million squats, and at the time my legs were fine. And then I did another 4 hours of dancing, and now I can't grand plie at the moment. And it's Sunday now, and I still can't grand plie. My quads are that tight and achy. They are better than they were, but I was thinking, oh, my legs are going to be painful, I'm going to need leg strength, am I going to be okay? And actually wasn't an issue at all. We start off with basic rises, rolling up through our feet, and actually that was doable. I felt like I did okay on that. I got on the box all right. The other thing is like this bit here seemed to be digging it. I don't know if it's because I haven't cut the drawstrings yet, because I'm not quite sure how tight I want them. These are Ballet Europeans, and they actually have a drawstring that tightens up at the back because I've got a really narrow heel, but I don't want it any narrower at the front. And I did have the drawstring really, really, really tight, and it was digging in my heel, so I loosened it up a bit, and now it's a bit too loose, and my heels are falling off my heels a bit. So once I get them once I sort it out, I will cut the strings off, and hopefully that will help things. Next at the bar we did some releves in 5th and out chapeau releves to 2nd, and I wasn't particularly brilliant at that. I definitely was not getting all the way over on my shoe, and my teacher kept telling me to put my shoulders down and use my core more and not tense up, not really holding onto the bar and almost sort of leaning on it. And she's like, just do the complete opposite of what you're doing and pull up and sort of put your weight on your toes rather than your hands. And it's just a really odd feeling. I've got so used to releveing sort of with my toes on the floor that actually trying to then get up onto the blocks as well, it really felt like I was jumping on my toes. My teacher, she pulled me away from the bar and had me sort of place my hands like this on top of her hands. She was like, that's the amount of pressure you want on the bar. And she said, no, you're doing it correctly. It's just a dodgy feeling because you've never had to do that before. So yeah, that's going to need a lot of practice. And then we did curries at the bar, and again I was putting way too much pressure on the bar rather than in my feet, but that did hurt my legs and my toes a little bit, but sort of only while I was doing it. The second I came down I was fine. And then we had a little break from doing work on our toes, so we're still in our Pointe shoes, but we did some leg strengthening exercises with resistance bands. We did grand battements and fondus, and actually my legs were okay. My legs didn't go as high as they normally go, due to my quads. I'm so used to my teacher pulling out the resistance bands that you just carry on going until she says stop, really. It doesn't matter what your legs feel like, just keep going. And then at that point the rest of the class moved on to centre work. I tried doing emboîtés at the bar, and by this point my toes had just had enough, and I thought, I'm not doing this properly and it hurts, I'm just going to take my Pointe shoes off. And then we did poses, and by this point I put my flat shoes on. I've never been so happy to do poses in flats in my life. So overall, my first pointe class went a lot better than expected. I was seriously expecting pain and agony constantly. I really thought I wouldn't enjoy it at all. I was really prepared to be in pain, and until we got to embottes, I really wasn't. And even then it was a go up, no I don't like that, come down, rather than any serious pain. I just thought, no, I won't bother with that today. I've still got another class to go afterwards. Let's not wreck my feet the first time round. I knew my weight placement would be awful. I knew I'd be hanging on the bar. I knew my posture would be dreadful. I was expecting that. Rises went really well, I think, and then my relevés were worse than I was expecting. I just didn't realise how hard it would be to get used to that new sensation. And I'm looking forward to going back again next week. I can't actually believe that I'm actually here talking about the fact I have been on pointe. I didn't think it would happen, and I'm really, really happy that I've finally gone ahead and worked hard and got there and got my pointe shoes, and I'm doing it. I'm on pointe.